represents him as a player. It's risk versus reward, right? This is something that he is just so confident in his ability to execute on a build like this. Almost everyone plays Gore Drinker because it's more stable, it's more secure. You go Gore Drinker, you go Sterix, you get in the middle of the fight, and at the very least, you're going to take up a lot of damage. This one is the 1v9 or all your team reports you. It's like you are squishy and you've got to execute perfectly, and so far you're able to.
And it's T1 that has control of the river, and that allows Zeus to just continuously push, because LNG can't actually threaten the Baron here, so they can't really force out a response from the Aatrox there, and now T1 might start it up themselves.
And this is a chokehold on the game that T1 have established for themselves. The only saving grace for LNG right now is they have the Maokai. They have the luxury of the Saplings to face check some of this vision for them, but the real winner here is not T1's control around the Baron, it's Zeus. This man just eating CS, eating creeps everywhere on the map, becoming gigantic, while T1 just stall LNG out because they know they have to be in the area.
And it feels like T1, based on their play, based on their fact that they haven't been starting up this Baron, they just want to play for Elder, I think. At this point, you're delaying this long after you took the soul already, after you already have that advantage. They just want to play around that lower damage objective that's not going to be as risky to start up. The Baron obviously has a lot of inherent risk against a team like this that has that hard engage, so they want to continue controlling vision, limiting the options, and taking only the fights when it really does favor them. T1 are playing almost the style that I expected from LNG coming into this series.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
It's deliberate, it's controlled. And again, game one a little bit more explosive when they had the Neela on the composition. But Guma and
30
Keria,
seconds until
the fact that
minions
there's only
spawn.
one death between them on such vulnerable champions is fantastic sign of T1's success.
And I think it's really interesting because, when you look just at the scoreboard, it doesn't seem as bad, but this game has felt incredibly one-sided because it's been T1 dictating where all the action is, it's been T1 pushing in the waves, controlling the vision, and it always feels like the ball is in their court, so to speak, which I think is really what's making it feel like it's so one-sided.
Arrow coming in, will just miss through the goalpost. Stolen
Minions
Maokai
have
now use
spawned.
potential window of opportunity here for the side of T1. Flashing onto Owner. Owner still making it out to safety. A lot of resources committed. Gwen still on the bottom side of the map. Zika does have TP up and available. Tarzan getting chunked. And LNG not really able to get anything, just a trade of Maokai ultimates.
And that's a really big win here for T1. Not having the Maokai ult available makes
Baker.
contesting the Baron way harder.
And Tarzan committed his flash. You can smell the desperation a little bit there. It was a great buffer from Owner. As soon as that flash came in, he's mashing W, gets that dismount to create some extra space so no one can follow up there from Tarzan. And now, if it does come down to an objective flip, Tarzan not only doesn't have the ulti, but he's chunked and he has no flash, so there's almost no way for him to approach and try to steal.
I think grace here is that they do have the scuttle, so T1 can't start on the Baron without knowledge of LNG. Baker is about to hit his is about 500 volt away, and that's such an immense power spike, which I don't think you'll be able to get it for Elder, but if they can stall that a little bit and play with that, I think it becomes really hard for LNG.
For much longer. You're right, there's Death Gap coming. There's Elder in 30 seconds. The T1 can now set up more again. They have permanent mid-priority with this lethality. LNG can do what they can. Just to make sure that their circle is safe. Already running 2 wards just to be able to walk in. They're going to fight the to walk into the river. But T1 already has total control around the objective.
I just love the observers highlighting this. They can't see anything. They don't know where anyone is. So LNG has to fight through bots, try to push it into the wall. And this is the one risk with this strategy that T1 are going for, where they're playing so conservative, right? So prepared. Because if you lose this flip, if somehow LNG get that Elder, the game can get turned around.
Definitely. LNG pushing in, fighting with the bot prior. Quite yet. Fine time. They're already using the hourglass. Now trying to back away. As well. It's the window of opportunity where T1 want to start it. No, they're just trying to play for more cooldowns to build up these small incremental advantages. Back. Again, though, you see the post.
The alley-oop.
LDR, so he's strong. Last was waiting for a scout as well. But LNG are trying to force this response through bot, trying to keep Zeus around. And opportunity for multi-prong attack, but it's T1, it looks like they want to preempt the play.
Owner now stepping in, getting forced backwards. LNG not quite up there. Owner using my charges to get it. Gala trying to force the issue, force the fight here. T1 has to be careful about grouping for the Infernum ultimate.
Owner a little bit chunked here, and Hawk's looking for that angle. They're going to try to chase Zeus.
Dragon resetting a little bit. Side back wins, just a battle of both. Both sides will remain the other. Coming through will be the blow. Saves no is the answer. Scout. Give it to the air. Tribute and now
You should have probably not turned over.
An ally has been slain. With LNG in a lose-lose position, you have to contest for this objective. Elder, just too much power to give over. The T1 patiently prodding to find the angle.
not force T1 to play over-aggressive. They keep their discipline, they remain composed, they close out cleanly versus LNG in game 2 and bring us to match point, a semi-final spot on the line.
What a performance from T1 thus far.
Oh, what the fuck?
Dominance in game 1. For game 2, the word that comes to mind is control. Absolute control, start to finish. Never seen with LNG. For the ones driving this game. T1 looking so prepared, so practiced, coming in and it really blew my
Your minions would have got that for you.
I thought it was going to be much closer than it has looked thus far. But LNG especially have had no answers for the T1 bot lane.
What's remarkable is that T1 is playing control style that LNG had so much success with the lane counter picks.
Point after the break. Before we go, let's check out more amazing daily teases.
I'm getting shut out of lane. Like, fuck.
Rampage. Ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Moving as fast as I can. Yes. Going.
A team against the king. Seeing against believing. A moment against a moment. Enemy rampage. Countless battles, won or relost. People capable of powering the game. Worldwide spectacle.
now. It's fine.
Switch to my plan from Verizon.
That is a good plan. Glenn?
Get my plan starting at just $25 with Verizon. Plus, save when you add perks like the Disney Bundle. It's your Verizon.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Kill TP. Okay.
Yeah. Where do you want to TP at? Like top?
Back to top lane. Let me finish this. Okay, I'm running tops. Oh.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree. Double kill. Enemy is unstoppable. Has destroyed a turret.
I don't even know what that brand is.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Healing as well. Find a target. He's going to flash back under the tower. Shot right there. Baker maybe.
Careful. 30 seconds on dragon and you're overextending.
Turret plating will soon fall. Ally has been slain.
Mission and to keep up the honor for the LCK, and they are on match point already. It went so fast, and to be honest, that game 2 went so fast. It started from the first place. Talk me through why T1 was able to get such a good start.
Go, come on.
Well,
Get cooked.
We see well, we know that T1 have this in mind where they've invested a lot in bottom lane power with 2 Hail of Blades AD carries, 2 Lethality AD carries, and so they want to stack dragons. So they know that by giving up this Herald, they are then going to give up priority to be able to push out mid lane and then rotate from mid lane down to bottom lane to get these turf blades onto God. The problem is, because T1 know this, they're trying to use these turf blades as bait so that they can then get a better setup for Dragon and they can get cooldowns off of LNG. And so you see the no flash for him either and continue on stacking their win conditions. So even though they can be really hard to this Rift Zone, it's been a time up there to give up this turf blade money, they still get more back towards their win with their hit.
And for LNG, a couple of times you saw that the idea was correct in terms of, okay, we know this objective is something we need, but then they would get poked out, or they would lose someone, or they'd have to reset. It was always T1 with the right decision.
About T1 is this is a return to form for them, right? Like we talked about how the play style kind of introduced by a lot of the LCL teams starting in Swiss but moving into quarterfinals was this more bot prio. Well, guess what? T1 loves this. This is period. I know it's 7-1 on this pick. They love this early bot lane dominance, going for these pushes. This was such a reminiscent of their spring performances when they were setting the world's meta, not just the LCK meta, but also the what the world was playing. So this is such a comfort zone for T1, and it's great to see them show up and not only
I'm on Herald, by the way.
that meta further, but also a return to comfort for them.
And I think a huge portion of having that opportunity to pair it so well is because Owner is having
Come on, Jake, get it.
Where the fuck she come from?
then realized was the split.
You have slain an
This
enemy.
game then, he was able to take it over with the ward on
That was low-key scary, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
he's been so good at reading what Tarzan is doing. LNG every step of the way.
Good team play. I think I have to stress how out of sorts he looked in summer, especially when Faker wasn't there. He was kind of the lightning rod
no.
on this T1 team when they were struggling. To see him come to this world and performance has been awesome.
Faker looks in the zone, and just as a reminder, T1 at Worlds has never been eliminated earlier than the semifinals in all of their 7 appearances, and you can see it right now in
Your
the
turret
quarterfinals.
has been destroyed.
They are on a different level.
Heavy priority on these support counter picks and on the jungle dip. Tarzan is not playing very well here on
Your
this.
team has destroyed a turret.
Several individuals deal with this on that he would have been able to put together.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
This is how they love to play as a team.
Your
It's been
turret has been
This is why I wanted to get control for Dragon Rift Out. That's what I want to see from this team.
They're gonna have to do something of their going home. Let's see what happens in game 3. Breakup using T1 team.
At this point, I am inclined to think yes, John, based on the fact that they've shown 2 completely different drafts. They're once again on the red side, but the ultimate question is, can they continue to find these super advantageous bot lanes?
I think the ball is absolutely in LNG's court. Because T1 is going to be the same right? They're going to play towards bot winning 2v2. They're going to keep blinding ADs, keep doing all these things that have been working so well for them. And LNG have got to adjust, have got to show us that they have a different style to bring out. Whether it's that is one change, or whether they're just going to be bringing hard in more to try to disrupt that 2v2. I feel like, yes, there have been errors and issues in all lanes, but T1 is controlling through 2v2, and it's been all competition.
This mile from T1 is really interesting because I feel like the side is picking up 100% walking into the Ori here. We'll see if T1 wants to go with what a lot of LCK teams have been trying to do, which is the alternative, obviously, is the Azir.
Is legendary.
It hasn't actually been that successful as a counter pick.
Yeah, we need to see him be able to effectively like, get up on the Oreo and actually sweep the back in, which is pretty much the entire idea behind it. T1 could go towards the volume. We'll see.
It is a safe pick, most certainly. T1 have the luxury of being up 2 games.
And I will say,
Your turret has been
this is one
destroyed.
of Faker's picks where he just looks so much better on because in
You got TP?
Yeah.
Faker against T1 from all kinds of different teams. And this is one of those picks where he not only perform in the team fights, but he's able to play, get push. So it is absolutely for Faker. I don't think it's as iconic as his pick as it is Scout.
TP bot. Oh, TP top. That's okay.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
I think it's one of those things that really limits some other picks from being aggressive. Whereas we think about what Zika has been playing well, all top laners kind of basically have a dash. You think about what Long has been playing, all these engaged supports, well, they're kind of shut down by it as well. So I want to see what the changes are going to be now. I think they just let Jax here. Not what I'm expecting. Jax are renected. Play heavily towards top if you're going to be locking in that early set. But it's going to be renected on here. But I absolutely love Zika's Jax. Love all the LPL. So I would have liked this.
I imagine T1 just slam the Aatrox here again.
Yeah.
Right? Like, even into the really strong 2v2 that you're going to face, it feels to me like the crux of this game has not been who gets the who's been better at playing towards bot. And I feel like the Aatrox has actually been very successful in surviving that. Not as thus far.
Don't mind, no. That's what we want. Scout in front. Scout in front. We got the dragon. Just come out. Come out. There we go.
Could also go with the top side if she
And that is why we are seeing not really successful into these melee comps, into these short range comps that are engaged into you. You can not be playing this.
Destroyed turret.
And you see the when they know that they want some sort of pairing with that Orion that is going to hard engage. So I feel like this is very much a read on the first 3 picks by Gary saying they have to find some sort of hard engage pairing that is going to really make this comp bad to play into.
Wondering if it's going to be back or if they're actually the power to let them play anyway. I also really like the Kaisa ban here. I think the biggest power of the really the biggest I love the Gnar ban though. Zeus is the best Gnar in the LCK bar none, and T1 have like an incredible amount of experience playing.
And it's a really good mitigation pick. It's one of those picks that can stay safe and doesn't necessarily require you to go towards it as heavily. So I do think that makes sense. But it's going to be the Varus once again.
the sheer amount of tanky players with Bailout especially, and this is a super oppressive bot lane 2v2. LNG, yeah, can build for the competition, but on the outside of engaged sports, this is going to be a tough task. Milio is fantastic. Can't outside of Renata. This is going to be a tricky one to navigate.
I just don't really love honest. I do feel like LNG have kind of painted themselves in the corner a little bit. They have no ability to really utilize the breath of life here with Milio and try to cleanse out the takeover. That's kind of going to be the job here. And they're going to have to open it, keep well safe, keep 5v5, but I feel like T1 T1, especially with this Jace coming through and playthrough sides, to be able to answer, to be able to poke.
Good job, bro. That was really good on your part.
Tools in their kit.
Outside of the Orion playing.
I see that you're rushing the gauntlet. I don't think that's a really smart idea.
Short range composition.
What should I rush?
Poppy, Azir, and Renata, right? And I do also
Should I get?
with the limited engage, the only reliable two you have is a Sejuani.
You should have gotten the other thing. Jack shows. Jack shows. The purple thing. Because they have 3 AP people.
I can still get it.
And Jack shows.
I'll still get it.
I think he needs to get active early. He needs to get active often. See if he can pair up with Zika, who is playing press the attack on this Renekton. So it's really all about the early game, it feels like. If they can slam home an advantage, maybe use that for game.
In the first 2 games, T1 choked out LNG. Finally breaking the formula, finally putting in this game. It is do or die for the LPL 3rd seed. Of the LCK here at Worlds 2023. LPL got a cushy life right now. Hoping to find the fourth, but it's going to take a miraculous turnaround as we go through the series.
Sure, got 3. Don't get greedy. Yeah.
Anyway, that'll connect your League of Legends. Keck along with the rest of us.
You sound like the most hello fellow kid. Hey kids, if you'd like to keck along with the rest of us.
I'm in my 30s. Anyway, I don't really have a response.
I think it's a fun mode. That's the extent of my opinion.
I think it's one of the emotions making fun of Draco.
No, I know.
Oh my god. That's a shit.
Okay, I have to.
Yeah, I don't do it. Okay. Hopefully LNG aren't too many negative self.
You see Eve. Just. There you go, come on, let's play.
I mean, if he can play whatever his heart desires to play with these things, 2v2, they were such a frightening team. We talked about it a lot, but this guy is so good. He really was at his peak.
We should start it? So who started that?
Sustained damage. Either side has that much. We're getting a lot of damage coming in for Tarzan. We're now just going to way out to save space. Big old goal here. Flash in. Whoa, Owner living up to his name. Owner plays it out perfectly. As Tarzan retreats back, he is too close to the wall. Owner sees the opportunity, and now he's going to try to come out here potentially.
Has been slain.
Long way, but what a way to assert dominance in a match point game here. Tarzan having a rough series. Owner gets right in his face and leaves no question about who the better jungler is today.
And this is coming from the guy that was the big underperformer on this roster.
Damage taken out. More splash out of safety. James holding on for now. Flash is in. Buckler gonna try and save. Buckler goes in. A little bit of flow going through. They have to be careful here. Come on, just continue to harass the E. Flashed away from everywhere. And now it's
game, and the initial burst of Sejuani really and especially if the public line that seems to evolve, you're not going to be able to withstand the initial burst.
Absolutely. And I just think Owner plays out so incredibly well. Drops the hammer on him. But damn, that was just so late to me. If they were to use the buckler, now they're going to go aggressive bot side.
Bottom side, Owner trying to work a little space on that. So man, Gala finds the initial potential not being right on top. Phase rush now procs.
Why did you ult that? Why did you ult?
The dog can catch him out.
Catch who out? Timo?
Timo, yes.
Timo is 4-6. We need to kill her. We need to kill her.
Dodges that he has to retreat because Faker is about to hit 6. If he stays up trading there, he's going to get scooped back and he's likely going to be dead. So T1 is going to miss the mid pile. Come down towards the Dragon. It's still a big CS advantage for Scout. We haven't really gotten to watch that, but Scout doing a really good job, by far his best performance in the 1v1 throughout this series.
And this is the man that was the MVP, right? Of
Yes.
was able to carry this team, I think.
Like, there's a reason why he's a millionaire Timo and still in fucking bronze.
Just purely gained in the 1v1 advantage, but not necessarily have the biggest impact. I think we saw this series as well. Is that lead going to be enough with how aggressive T1's playing this early game?
And especially without a great ball delivery system. There's no easy pairing. He doesn't have the Rakan, he doesn't have the Wukong, he doesn't have that guaranteed kill button that is going to place that ball for him in a fight onto the back line, and that's really what you want. You want that access onto Guma, onto Faker, and I think that is going to be the difficulty in these games. A lot of these games is a bit about the engages here for LNG. They're going to have to come from multiple angles in the game, and it's going to be
Feathers.
Then it does not matter in the face of T1.
The one big difference, though, with this series compared to the previous ones,
Why does he
is that
ult the
Gala
team
is
out?
being
Real
sent
question.
early. He has actually
I don't know, bro. Everybody wants to just Timo back, bro. Everybody wants to kill Timo. Big wave bot.
Get the additional range with the W, you have the safety and the speed for the E, and you have value there with the LP to be able to answer what Carry is going to do. And it's also
Why
allowed
you-
Gala to play Ghost.
why you
Generally,
pick
against
mine
Renata, you
on his
always have to
teleport?
play
6.
Because you should be bot lane. Well, I guess Ziggs can be bot lane too.
Pull back on the shockwave. Guma's still standing for now. The bailout will find enough time for them to get one kill back. Botland still standing against the angle about time, and here comes the hostile take. Knocking two with the tower. Does not have the angle to fall from the alley. Gala now trying to make it out to safety. He would need to get a kill back.
Okay, do not separate us like that because there's nothing we can do if you jump over the wall to try to kill Zaya. That's a huge, like, we literally have to get way over the wall in order to follow up.
I would say got a position. Okay, so I'm saying like if we wait to this catch
Wait for what?
on Zaya like
That little heal on the
to engage.
from Gala gives him the speed up with the fleet footwork. Able to kite it out, and then the dissonance.
So we're gonna just wait on that.
Down.
And it's a very slight
Enemy
lead for
killing
this. That's Spark
spree.
Hope, as you said, Drake goes for
She's got to come over the wall, right? If we're burning, she has to come over the wall, right?
We'll wait on it. We'll wait on her. I would just wait.
Okay. Yeah, that's,
I'll wait.
like she literally has to.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for you to, and I will go in.
Why would I initiate? You're the initiator. But I'm saying, why initiate when she's over the wall?
So
Like no. Yeah.
no,
No.
nah, bro.
She's there by her. She was there, right there. I could have altered the Leona.
Has been destroyed.
Are you back in, Jake?
Brittany Vision.
All she just does is just flash it up. Should we be getting prepped for a drag?
Yeah, we should be prepping for dragon.
But especially with Hex Gates, you need to know the timing. You have so much time. It's so
An enemy has been slain.
And the one lead that was still there for LNG was Scout, who has still maintained the CS lead, but because of the kills, I don't think Faker's going to be substantially behind in his item finishers. Doesn't have a mythic now, but
Push back, delayed into the crown shockwave, now pulling it back under tower. Baker keeping this one going. Trading alt for alt, not a bad deal. Again, Scout, the most fed member of the team. Decides to walk away with their lives.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Towards this Herald. something, and LNG have got to decide with their year on the line.
And a large the play that Motor made very early on. The strongest part in the mid game for LNG is specifically that Renekton and Sejuani combo. He literally didn't get to use it at any point because Tarzan has been on the back foot right from the get-go, allowing Zeus to play basically an isolated 1v1, which with the Jace, he's always going to win.
In the darkness coming through, the pushback onto Zeus to the skies, dumped down at T1, just running the risk.
It's dominance from T1. This one quickly getting out of hand as Owner going to be chasing down Tarzan. He's going to run. Pushing out that tier 1 bot, but
Scout now retreating, Scout now coming in, stun goes in, the pullback nice from Scout, buying a bit more time, and now again the follow-up, the steadfast presence, and who is steadfast if not T1 in the base of elimination. 3 back.
Even with the flash mistimed, it will end up giving over a kill to Scout, but T1, they're still going to take that play.
Yes.
Right now, T1. And the story has been dominance in a way that I expected, even if we favor T1 in the series. I imagine things are close, but these kind of plays, flexing.
And the initial damage is able this early on the start. That's on your side of the rib, Zeus.
pushing that Herald and go for it. Almost a delay there from T1. They get a kill. They take 2 towers. They get a 3rd charge mid as well.
And they got the Hextech Drake with all that going on as well. Soul point again at 18 minutes with the Hextech Soul.
And most of these games have been about T1 being 1 step ahead. It feels like they're 3 steps ahead. They're getting 3 objectives for every one thing that LNG manages to fight for. Stop that play. Again, no cleanse on Gala. Took the ghost, wanted more mobility to stay away from champions like Poppy. But it's not paying off.
I just want to right now on top lane is almost 4,000. It's like 3,500 gold in favor of Zeus. So no one can match this Jace. So T1 can just keep pressing their advantages in the side lanes. And I think that's also why they're top
Turret has been destroyed.
You don't have a lot of advantage. There's just nothing you can do on the line. And that is the position that LNG are now in. So they're going to have to get creative. They're going to have to find fix. They're going to have to find a miracle. But T1 have been so bulletproof in their advancement of the game.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
Will get cut down. stepping forward, frontlining. The handshake pulls them back. The Baron already gone.
They get the TP off, so they're going to get the Baron. They're pushing down that top lane, and they're going to be able to answer mid. Maybe lose the tier 1. Over, shot wave there. Take over a little bit of damage here. Finger off to the side. They're backing away. Just the tier 1.
5 versus 4. Saints is just pushing in the top side of the map. That's their most map area.
This
LNG can stop them.
And it really feels like you poked the giant here. T1 have awakened in the quarterfinals. The last hope of the LCK, and it's looking like a damn good one.
This was a team that during summer, and obviously with all the circumstances, was struggling to make plays. But even before that, and this I really want to highlight, even before Faker already struggling, you know how much difficulty they suffered back to NSI. They got beaten very one-sided by BLG. They were the team that was supposed to get it done after Genji got knocked out. And it really feels like, again, when we get to Worlds, T1 are just not the same team.
That time away, giving him the space to become the player that he wants to be, to become greater, as now Baker breaking into the lane. Again, Tarzan can fish for the pick. They might be able to find it here. Can they get Baker down? The pushback is still there. Baker trying to slide, trying to glide out to safety. The root is there. The damage follow-up is not, however. Carrier, the flash in.
Bro, he doesn't even have us.
Take his mid laner.
Yeah, it's funny how you keep the
Yeah,
tip.
pushing down the bottom side. They can retreat back to a hex. No answers remaining for LNG. T1, an incredible series they have played. LNG have looked helpless to answer any of the plays from T1.
He doesn't even have the vision thing.
Yep.
TP, so I don't know.
I don't even know how we play this out. But.
slain. Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
No, don't chase that. Don't chase that. That's good, that's good.
Oh, did the other end?
Always, but him dominating, dismantling Scout in this manner gets everybody.
Throughout summer, throughout was going to be that massive advantage for LNG. Such a massive difference, beating Scout in that 1v1 in this final game. It's a masterclass on the chase. Got it.
You guys are right. You got 4 seconds.
And particularly against T1, it's not the first time that we've seen players.
I think the longer being so ridiculous round preparations from to be a bit because I don't know if there's really anyone you can practice against that can replicate what Guma and Carry were doing in the bot lane, the creativity that they brought out. They executed and that meant they had no engage in that final game. Once they fell down. But it felt like they were painted into the corner.
Well, and I think overall, ultimately, as Busan goes absolutely nuts, there's just this level of creativity that you hear about in scrims every year at Worlds that never makes it to stage. But T1 are the team that brought it to stage today, that make it look good, and now all your draft planning has to factor these extra things. Can we ever pick Kaisa against a team that is willing to pick Senna, that has shown that they can shut it down? The puzzle, the equation for JDG gets so much.
To be fair, at MSI, this was my favorite series of the tournament.
Let's hit the stage for an interview with Faker.
Has been slain.
Defend.
Thank you very much, guys. Here's joined by Faker and Mayusi. At the final T1, congratulations on the win. Faker, it's just 3-0 LNG. How do you feel?
Oh my gosh.
I don't feel the feeling that we were going to get 3-0 today, and I think our performance was also at a decent level, so I'm really happy with my team's performance and our team play. What about you, Mayusi? You weren't the only team to survive
That's it, young. Put your guard down.
and then eventually we got 3 wins, and it was amazing.
Do you have a vision one or anything?
Just like Mayusi just
Again? No, I don't. Here we go.
all 3 other LCK teams are eliminated already, so I saw you for the match target.
Killing spree.
I always try to just focus on
I think that-
myself only. So I try my best not to care about the
Has been slain.
what you said today. You're able to see a lot Me and Curious together performed together for such a long time, so we have a lot of options to opt into. Right now, I don't think we have a set meta at the moment, so we are going to be the trailblazer of the meta, and I'm sure that our choices are correct.
하나도 내주지 않아.
T1 did not lose a single race in this series. With this Baker, you are keeping your undisputed record against LCL teams at 3 series. What do you think about that? Well, I mean,
I don't know why she went
maybe that's
that went with the sword because you can't
had high hopes about it, but I don't care about
you can't stop what's his name's ulti. You have
What about you?
I don't know why she went the sword because you can't stop Nazaha's ulti with that.
Now, heading on to the semifinals, we have
I should excluding airborne. I guess you can. Actually.
up against JDG. Another rematch between you and Ruler.
MSI의 빛을 좀 갚아주고 싶고.
Ruler has some stats from the MSI, and also I'm going to make sure that he gets to recall some of the memories
enemy
from
has
last
been
year.
slain.
Pretty sure Ruler is watching this game with me right now. Anything you want to say to him? Ruler. Congratulations on the movement also from JDG. So I don't win the world.
I just fucking sent what's his name?
What I think is the most important part heading
Start
into
the
the
drive,
JDG
right?
series in the finals. I always mention it because which things that I really want to go to JDG as soon as possible. I just want to have a great game together, and I'm confident he wants to win the JDG. So we will just do as we normally do to prepare for the series and do our best on stage. We were able to get a very clean win today.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Thank you so much for your
Your inhibitor is restored soon.
the interview translation. Thank you.
What? Why are you?
The enemy has been
I
slain.
think they've been keeping it in for 3 days. Today they just got for not even 3 hours straight because of the
Shut
fact
down.
that, but absolute domination.
Aced.
And Guma a little bit more cheeky than faking their fake. Seriously, and all that. Kuma saying
Your team has destroyed a turret.
So glad we got to be here in this
Your team has destroyed a turret. Victory!
Yo, we got.
Bruh.
Bro, that's gotta go up
Like,
there.
that's some people's career highs.
That's
to steal
gotta
something
go
that my friend
up
just tweeted.
on
Another thing I really like from that